Some got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Hello, Author 184, also known as Saint Killjoy, and we're going to look at the skills real quick. Alright, so you got the Fist of Thunder, teleport to your target and attack it with a series of rapid punches. Strike multiple enemies in a row with each attack. Every third hit has a chance to knock enemies up in the air. Sweeping punches that cripple enemies and reduce their attacks and movement speed. Strike groups of enemies with a series of devastating punches. I'm liking this, so let's just stick with this. Releases an electric shock wave with every punch and cause knockback every third hit. Every third hit freezes enemies. Fists of Thunder damage turns into cold. Fist of Thunder applies static charge to enemies each time an enemy with static charge gets hit. There is a chance that every nearby enemy with static charge takes lightning damage. Fist of Thunder's damage turns into physical. Let's just stick with that one for now. You know what? Let's make this the R2 as well. Alright. So we don't need a primary anymore. Secondary. Unleash a deadly roundhouse kick that is effective. Charge through your enemies, dealing damage to everything in your path. Ring a mystic bell that crushes enemies. Blind all enemies. Heal yourself and nearby allies. Become immune to all attacks and effects for 3 seconds. Create a runic circle protection that reduces all damage taken for all allies inside. Quickly dash and strike enemies. Exploding palm, strike and bleed an enemy. The enemy will explode if killed while bleeding. Surround yourself in a vortex that damages nearby enemies, critically hits intensely the vortex. You know what? Alright, come back here. You will be my bear. And where's that? You will be my R2. Strike and bleed the enemy. The enemy will explode if killed while bleeding. Oh wait, I'm reading the wrong thing. Enemies hit take additional damage from attacks. The enemy explodes after bleeding, gains spirit for each enemy caught in the blast. Exploding palm no longer causes the enemy to bleed, but if the enemy dies while affected by exploding palm, they explode for massive cold damage. Exploding palm arcs and affects other nearby target. Exploding palm's damage turns into lightning. I like the sound of that. Alright, now there was a healing one. Breath of Heaven, yep. Breath of Heaven deals holy damage to enemies. Increase the healing power of Breath of Heaven. Breath of Heaven increases the damage of your attacks for a limited time. Gain additional spirit from spirit generating attacks for a limited time. Increase the healing power of Breath of Death. Thank you very much. Back. Alright, I want to find something with Mystic Allies. Here we go. Activate your Mystic Ally and has the duration increased for a short duration. Now, what is this? Have an infinite increase in your spirit regeneration per second, and enabling your melee attacks to instantly dash to your target for 15 seconds. Give me the Mystic Ally, please. Mystic Ally performs multiple freeze attacks in quick succession. A Mystic Ally fights by your side that infuses your attack to slow enemies. The Mystic Ally splits into multiple allies that explode. Mystic Ally, yeah, okay. You gain a burst of spirit. No. Your Mystic Ally sacrifices itself to heal you. No. We'll do that, Mystic Ally. Alright, Triangle. Dash and strike. Exploding palm, already got that. Surround yourself in a vortex for 6 seconds that damages nearby enemies, critically hits, intensify the vortex. Let's put that in R1. Vortex, where you at? Where you at, Vortex? There you go. No. Was that? Yeah. Put the vortex there. While the vortex is at 3 or more attacks, enemies continuously damaged by Sweet Winter Frozen Increase the damage to sweeping wind. Increase the radius of the vortex. Gain spirit. Yeah, increase the radius of the vortex, please. Thank you. Now let's get to our mantra. You and nearby allies gain greatly increased resistance. Increase the amount of damage dealt to attackers. Shroud you and your allies with a mystical shield that absorbs damage. Damage bonus is increased for short duration. Passive nearby enemies take increased damage. You and your nearby allies gain... Oh yeah, life regeneration. There we go. Okay. Increase the life regeneration granted by Mantra of Healing. Mantra of Healing also regenerates spirit. Mantra of Healing also restores life when hitting an enemy. Mantra of Healing also increases maximum life. So we're going to add to our regeneration of our pants. Alright. Now. One second. I'll do this in reverse. Each different spirit generator you use increases your damage by 10% for 30 seconds. 40% of your single elemental resistance from enemies instead increases your resistance to all elements. Increase the attack speed of spirit generators. Reduce all cooldowns by 20%. You deal 20% more damage to enemies that are blind, frozen, or stunned. Each enemy within 12 yards increases your damage by 4% up to a maximum of 20%. I'm going to reduce all cooldowns. We're going to do that because I like the sound of that. Reduce all non-physical damage taken. While dual wielding, you gain a 35% chance to dodge incoming attacks while using a two-handed weapon, the Spirit Retrition. I like that dodge. Dealing damage to enemies above 75% increases. You gain 4 spirit. Every point of spirit increases maximum spirit. Damage you deal reduces the enemy damage. Increased movement speed. Alright. So, I want to be dual wielding, so come over here real quick. Weapons. Fist weapon, please, for level 50. Would you kindly? Would you kindly? Alright, now come over here. Fist weapon, fist weapon, fist weapon. Thank you very much. Sell that buckler. Sell, please. Thank you. Boom. Alright, so we went through that skill tree and stuff, and not everyone's going to want to watch that. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and then restart it. That way it can be separate in the playlist. Be right back.